Intro. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy CB, and we're back for another Huddle Watch Along. This time with me, I have one of the most exciting recruits in the 2025 class, four-star quarterback Luke Nickel, who has put up ridiculous numbers in his sophomore season. Two-time Georgia Quarterback of the Year, two-time B2C Quarterback of the Year, and literally just one of the most fascinating arms you will see in this class. But you don't want to hear me tell it. You want to hear him tell it. What's happening, bro? How's your weekend going?
What's up? How are you? I'm doing great. Just
Uh,
hung out here at the lake and then just getting ready for school tomorrow. And then the season about to start up. So I'm just super excited about it.
Season right around the corner. Is that how you like to relax before the season? Kind of get away, hang out with some friends, kind of clear your mind. I know recruiting was crazy for you these past couple months. So is this how you reset?
Yeah, for sure. I thought it was good to get out there and just, reset the mind, I think. Just, get out there before all of the hectic comes out with the season and all the schools. So I thought it was just good to get a break and, hang out with friends and just have fun.
That's really important because obviously you've had a very busy cycle. You did Elite 11 and obviously you're taking your visits. But as a leader on your team and the quarterback, you have to be mentally prepared for this season. You guys clearly have a goal. So it's important for you to take that time right before school starts and everything starts to reset, relax. It does not always have to be 25 hours in the gym. You got to give your mind and body time to reset. Is that hard for you as a competitor to take that time to kind of relax?
I'm definitely a very hard worker, so I do love to just, get after it day in and day out. But, I always try to, do my best and, hang out with friends and just do things I like. And obviously I like football, but do things outside of football and just give my time a break. And I think that's
Yes.
good
You
for
got to have
me.
that balance, right?
Yeah,
There's that balance of obviously you have a goal you're trying to obtain and you work hard at it. Like you said, you put in the hours, but there's also that time to give your body some time to relax. Got to have a little bit of balance outside of football just to make sure you're firing on all cylinders. And when I say my boy be firing on all cylinders, y'all, we getting into this without no delay. Because the very first time I saw his tape, I watched it probably 2 or 3 times. And we spoke a little bit beforehand. Some of these off balance throws you make, do you attribute that to playing baseball, or is that something you have really worked on at the quarterback position?
it's definitely something I work on, but I do think like just being able to play multiple sports when I was younger, it gave me the ability to do those type of things and just feel comfortable while at it because I do practice those things just to be able to, when I'm in those certain situations, I have to do those type of things. So I definitely contribute to the baseball and all the different sports.
And y'all gonna see some absolutely ridiculousness here. Some of this stuff don't make sense, which is why Luke is here. Here in the gun on one. This is it. This throw here is a absolute laser. Talk about the kind of trust your offensive coordinator has in you and your receivers, obviously, to know I might not necessarily be crazy open, but I know Luke gonna thread the needle.
Yeah, we work all the time with the receivers and the offense together. So I think we build a lot of trust during the week. So I think just being able to work those in practice, I think we feel comfortable with it.
Your deep ball, too, that deep ball accuracy you have. And here's something I wanted to highlight, too. Not just throwing on the run, but when you have pressure, you're really calm. You don't seem to get rattled too much. You're really calm. And here we go off platform again, rolling to his right with pressure bearing down. Our boy drops a absolute dime. Talk to us about something like this and how you're able to stay calm under pressure like this.
Yeah, definitely just stay calm during the pocket. I think that's one of my biggest strengths is not getting rattled about anything. I think that's just one of the biggest attributes I have is just whenever, tough times come, I'm not, I'm very calm in those situations. And when the teammates look at me and I'm just stay calm and then like, I think it's just piggies off them, and just it's good, leadership and
You
all
know
that.
how that goes when times get tough, they start to look at the quarterback like, does he
Yeah,
believe still? And when they see you still believe, they go, okay, we're fine. Luke is fine, so we must be
yeah,
fine. Is that
yeah.
something you've always had, that innate leadership that you guys can look at me when times are down?
Yeah, I feel like I do a pretty good job of that. Definitely when times are tough, I feel like I've been in those situations before, so I feel like I know how to handle them, and so does our team.
And on rail shots like this, I know they loved you in the Elite 11 when you guys did rail shots. Your this deep ball accuracy and this ability to just trust your arm in a situation like this. Does your offensive coordinator ever do the no, 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 no? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Sometimes I will be sometimes for sure, but a lot of the time we know, this is how it's going to be, and it's just gonna, have to make the throw to in order to do that.
This is a sneaky part of your game. Your ability to get out the pocket because you're so dangerous inside of the pocket. I would imagine a lot of teams don't scheme for your ability on the ground. But
For
when you tuck it and run, you got some scoot.
I always say I got some sneaky speed on me.
Hey, sneaky, and then finishing the run. Go ahead and put them pads down and run over somebody. How
Yeah.
much do you enjoy getting to do that?
Oh, I love it. Just being able to that part of my game. I think that's like a really big thing for me because a lot of quarterbacks aren't going to be able to just lower their shoulder and kind of, they're not going to be as tough and as I am, I feel like. And I just feel like having that is just, really, really big for me.
Here you go again. Pressure up the middle. Sometimes you got to make something out of nothing. Evades the pressure, rolling to his right, throwing back across the field, which everyone will probably tell you never to do.
Yeah.
Is this just that kind of trust you have in your wideouts where scramble drill, he's going to get deep, and I know I can hit him?
Yeah. We work scramble drill all the time. So I feel like just being able to be comfortable and just, working with the receivers and knowing who I have and knowing what I got. So I think that's just what it is. Working with them and working with the team. That's really what it is.
Check our boy out here. We said sneaky. There ain't nothing sneaky about this athleticism. Almost. And look, you want to run him over. I see you slow down ready.
I wanted to, but I had to take the smart route and just get out of bounds, calm the team down, and just play the next down.
You can see you braced yourself like, oh, I'm running him over.
Yeah.
And then you thought about it. All right, let me go ahead and get the first down.
Yeah.
Let me be responsible. Team needs me.
For sure.
But I love that competitiveness, though. I love that competitiveness in the open field. You see a DB and you're thinking, oh, this is not another quarterback. You need to pack a lunch. I'm going to lower my shoulder.
Yeah.
I love that. I know your teammates have to love when they see something like this.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah. No, I definitely.
Does your running back egg you on when it's time for you to run?
Yeah. No, like all of them. Like whenever I do have one of those, I'm just like, I feel like it gets them fired up, and because the defense doesn't expect me doing that. So I think that's what the best part about it.
Is there a quarterback you like to model your game after? Someone you like to watch and take little tidbits from?
I think I really like Josh Allen. I really like the way he plays and hit the fight he has for his team and the love he has for the game.
I can see that comp with that big arm, the ability to make these throws from anywhere on the field, but also people sleep on Josh Allen's ability to get out the pocket and make plays as well. That
Sure.
I can see how that's someone you can watch and go, look, the game is very similar for what both of you guys do. Is there a favorite route you like throwing or a favorite route combination?
I mean, I really like throwing all different types of routes, but I think like maybe post corners and all that type of stuff, corners, posts.
Cool.
I mean, I like throwing.
You like stretching the field.
Yeah, I like stretching the field just to give the ability for the receivers to work against the DB and just have a lot of room. And I think that's, I like throwing a lot of different routes though.
So here we go again. Wheels. Look, we're going to stop saying sneaky athletic. It ain't nothing sneaky about this. There is nothing sneaky about the athleticism here. We're going to juke two people on this play. Straight quarterback draw. jukes the defensive end, stiff arm, and get the 6. Come on, Luke. Are we running a little bit more this year? Are we asking for a little bit more on the ground?
I think so too.
Let's
You know,
go.
I think so too. Just being able to have that this year and pretty much all the years, just being able to stretch the field, make the defense have to, do both and cover both. That's what my biggest thing is.
You've got some weapons on your offense. You've
Yeah.
got a tight end that everyone raves about. But when you watch your tape, it's not just the trust you have in your receivers. It seems like you have that mentality where I'm going to get them the ball in some space and let them make a play.
Yeah.
Talk to some of your receivers that you have that you've been going to war with the past couple of years, and some of the guys that you're going to have on the field with you this year, and that bond and camaraderie that y'all built.
Yeah. Right here on this play, I got, DeBron Gatling. He's one, obviously, that's like a big name out there. Me and him have a really good connection. Ryan G, our tight end. I grew up with him pretty much, through Little League. So
Oh,
he's always,
wow.
yeah. So I've always, he's always been there with me. And then we have a slot, Mark Esley, who's really good. He actually catches this ball right here. So I think just being able to, and then outside receiver, CJ Wiley, and then Kristen Payne too. So I think just having them is awesome for me. We always work out together, and it's just, great to have them and push me and push them too. So I think we always do good together.
4th and goal from the 7 here. Are you the kind of player in a situation like this, you're telling your coach, put the ball in my hands?
I think yes, sir. I do. I feel like I do pretty good in those situations. Like I said earlier, like I don't get too rattled about those tough times. I stay calm in those situations, and I think that's one of those situations right here is just stay calm and put the ball in my hands and just let it happen.
And drop a dime. Say it. And drop a dime. And I love this play call too.
Yeah.
Flow all the way to the right. Get your tight end going the other way on the backside. They try to double him, but sometimes it ain't gonna work.
We worked that play all week, and we were one of our little trick plays that we put in. So it worked.
How excited were you when that got called? Were you like, okay, here we go?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big celebrator, but after this play, this is one of our rivals. I did do a little celebration towards their sideline because they were talking, and I just had to kind of quiet down a little bit.
So for you, are you more reserved when Luke's got 480 and 4 touchdowns? Are you more quiet, not necessarily talking trash on the field?
I'm not too much of a trash talker. I think when they start to really start it, I think I do get into it and I really rally off of it. I'm like, you don't want to mess with me, like that type of thing. So I think
that's that Josh Allen again, though.
Yeah,
that's that. Look, just because I'm a quarterback don't mean I don't got the fire. That Phillip Rivers, I'm gonna be quiet until y'all say something. Yeah. And once y'all say something, I'm sorry, you've opened the lion's den.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I love that though, because again, the rest of your huddle, they probably love to see that fire from you. And they done piss Luke off. Like they don't know. He's gonna shred you when he's in a good mood, but now you done made him mad. And the reason I kept rewinding this here. Talk to us about a play like this where you are completely off balance. This throw here is a blueprint of what they ask you guys not to do, but you have that confidence in your arm, also the confidence in your receiver, and your coach has the confidence in you. On plays like this, is this just you playing on instinct?
Yeah, I really, when we get out there on the field, everything just clicks, and I feel like just having that trust with the receivers and having the trust in my ability to make those throws is, what you just saw right there. He wasn't really open too much, but gave him a little back shoulder throw for him to go and get the ball.
Beautiful. Sometimes you got to throw a guy open,
Yeah,
right? And your receiver's got that trust. And when he starts seeing that ball, he's thinking, oh, back shoulder. Great job, Luke. He sees I'm covered, but he's going to give me an opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Does your offensive coordinator give you that freedom to, when a play breaks down, here you go, Luke, make something happen?
Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest things with me and our OC. He gives me a lot of freedom. and a lot of good freedom to have, and just he gives me a lot of trust, and I feel like I really like that, and just being able to go out there and ball out.
This ball here. Oh, you was just feeling it at this point.
I was
You was
feeling
just
we needed to get the drive going, and then had to find my boy DeBron Gatlin on a back shoulder, and I knew he was going to win, so had to put it up there.
great ball. See, this is that confidence that you were talking about in your
Yeah,
guy, knowing, okay, we got to get something going. I'm 100% going to my guy here, putting it
yeah,
up where he can make a play and
yeah,
knowing he's going to make a play. That's
yeah.
huge. So this vertical threat you've got in that cannon of an arm, you just came off a visit from Miami where Coach Dawson preaches strong arm quarterbacks that can sling it, make NFL throws, get the ball out of their hands quickly, and going vertical is something that he is stressing. What were some of your impressions of Coach Dawson when you first met him?
I thought Coach Dawson was great. Being able to spend time with the whole staff and even him, it was just awesome. I was there for their cookout event, and I thought just being able to be there and spend time with all of them, I had a great time. Just spending the time with the offensive room, looking at plays, looking at their film. So I thought just being able to pick his mind, just see what he does with the offense was really cool.
And I think someone like you fits what he likes to do.
Yeah,
We saw him with Clayton Tune at U of H. He likes a quarterback that can do this here when it's time. This is Brett Favre. I'm sorry. Has anyone ever told you you've got some Brett Favre in you? Because a
a
lot of
little
these off balance throws feel very Brett Favre. This
a
here
little
is Brett Favre.
bit. Yeah, no, by people, I wasn't sure. Like after this play, like they were like, I may be a little careful next time. That was a little close. You know, had that instinct in me to go make a play.
But that's also trust too. That's your trust in
Yeah,
your receiver, knowing that, okay, he knows I'm about to do something. Not something that we've ever planned, but he can
exactly,
clearly see I'm about to do something.
exactly.
So that ability to just make plays, that's that competitiveness in you, right? You just can't take a L on no play. If the play is broken, it looks like you are going to make something out of nothing, even if it's a 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain, staying
Yep.
ahead of the chains. It
Hmm.
seems like you just have that innate competitiveness where it's like, I can't lose on this play.
Yes, sir. I'm a huge competitor. I think that's why I try to fight for my team so hard, and fight every play I get. So.
By the way, y'all have some clean jerseys, man.
Oh,
I
I
was
know.
sitting there looking at the
I know.
uniforms from Milton. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, no, we got a ton of combos that we can wear, with the black jerseys too that we got in the past 2 years. I really like those. We even got black helmets as well. So just being able to have those combinations is really cool.
Hey, look good, feel good, play good. Now
Exactly.
here we see you going to your left. Again, I don't think people watching things like this know how tough of a throw this actually is.
For
Going
sure.
to your opposite side, literally off balance, strike. That ability to make something out of nothing, no matter where the play takes you, your arm talent is what makes you special. But that too is just special
Yeah.
because fleshed out to your right, fleshed out to your left, pressure up the middle. You're calm. And in situations like this, standing in your own end zone, absolutely uncorking one and dropping a dime.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there a
No,
situation where you get rattled? You don't. They're in the situation.
no, I don't think so. There's I've been in many situations where it's been a tough time. So I think just having that ability to, have be in those certain situations, it's been, to experience that. Um, I think that's why I've been able to, learn from it and take that and be that kind of person.
What do you attribute that to? That calmness, that cool hand Luke, no matter what the situation is, you can be calm and be poised. Where does that come from?
I think, just my parents raised me, I think, in a good way. I had an older
Yeah.
brother that played. He's a tight end at Michigan State right now. So I think just being able to, learn from them and see them in the process, and then just, now that I am in, I just feel like that's kind of, what it is. I think having that mentality of staying calm in those situations and then just being really tough and really fighting for my team.
Talk to us about this play here, because here we see
Yeah,
the fire come out of you.
yeah, for sure. This is one of the touchdowns that got us up in the playoffs. So I think that's what got me fired up. And then, obviously they were talking, so I had to,
Let
get
them
fired
know.
up a little bit too.
What was that like for you playing in the playoffs last year, leading your team to a playoff run? How was that for you as the leader of the team, obviously?
Yeah. There was a lot of talk before the season that we weren't even going to make it past the Sweet 16. So, we kind of we kind of took that a
Yeah.
little personally, and we just were like, we're a little better than you guys think, and we really care about each other on this team. We're going to go a little further than you guys think, and we all battled week in and week in and week out, and all the way and went all the way to the semifinals. So I think we just have a bunch of people that want to go to work and have fun while you're doing it, and then just go to battle on Fridays and
You love that. So this year, does it feel different for you guys on the team? Whereas last year, people were doubting you,
for
and
sure.
then you went and aired everybody out week after week, and proved your point. And I would imagine everyone took notice. So this year, do you feel a bit different coming into this year as somebody who may have a target on their back, rather as last year you guys were the hunters?
No, we definitely have a big target on our back right now. There's a lot of teams that may not want to see us win. Uh, we've all talked about it, and we're not worried about them. Like our team motto this year is the M versus them. So
Oh, I love that.
we think like it's just versus us. It's us versus them.
I love that us versus them mentality, dude. Like I absolutely love that. Especially from the quarterback, right? Because you set the tone. So for them, if they're coming to the year thinking, "Oh, I'm a little bit worried, I don't know how this year is going to work out." It's cool that they can look at you and go, "Our leader is ready. Our leader is not worried. I know not to be worried."
Bad connection.
So, do you guys have a goal, or you personally, do you have a goal? Last year, over 2,500 yards, 24 touchdowns. Do you have a goal this year that you're trying to hit?
I'd say obviously the main goal is the state championship, and that's what I really care
Oh yeah,
about. But I think like a big goal for me would be maybe 3,500 yards and maybe 35, 40 plus touchdowns,
let's
and
go.
definitely some on the ground too. I'm not sure how many I would put, but
Yeah,
definitely a good amount in there.
let's go. So, what we gonna do after this year, after you shred a bunch of other defenses again, and we get them 35, we're gonna come back on here, watch your huddle again, and then you'll tell us how, look, this year we came in with the target on our back and we were still the hunters. Don't
Yeah,
lose that mentality. Just
for
because
sure.
teams now know how good you are, that don't change nothing. Go into this year the same way you did last year, just like we talked about before we hit record. You knew it. You said, I'm chilling because
Yeah,
tomorrow starts everything. Tomorrow
for
is
sure.
when the season really starts. I know,
Yeah,
I speak for everyone who is watching this. We cannot wait to see you light it up this year, man. And I
yeah,
know
I'm
I
super
speak for all
excited.
those schools out here looking at you, that you are one of the most impressive, not just quarterbacks in the class, but impressive young men too. Throughout this entire interview, you constantly stress winning, team winning. That mentality from a quarterback, from a recruit, is why you're going to go far, Luke. It's not just the arm strength, it's not just the arm talent, it's the ability to have it in between the ears and
Yes,
to know. You said it several times. I can't get rattled because they look at me. To
mhm.
know that and be this young, that's why you're going to be successful, man.
Yes, sir. For sure, I agree. Just I think learning from those situations is why I've been able to stay calm and just know. I think I'm ahead of the game mentally, and I understand those situations.
That's what I'm talking, and that's what builds a winner. Not just You can be a winner, obviously, on the field, but you can be a championship player. You are literally a championship player. Tell everyone where they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter, and I will link both of those in the comments. This is mandatory, people. Y'all go follow Luke because you are going to want to keep up with him this year.
My Instagram is Luke Nickel __, and then my Twitter is Luke Nickel 5.
Go follow him right now. I will be keeping up with him all year. So if y'all have seen me on Twitter, I've already tweeted all his videos out, but I will continue to. One of my favorite recruits in the 2025 class, one of the best arms out there, period. Thank you for coming on the channel, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate you having me on here.
Good luck this year, man. You know I'll be keeping an eye on you. Go kill it, bro.
Thank you. See ya.
Like, share, and subscribe. Go follow Luke now. We out.